Good morning, Viet Tom. Good morning, Tom, aka Nostradamus. Pretty exciting morning for the crypto market. The portfolio, you know what they say when the portfolios are rocking, don't come a knocking. Well, don't come a knocking because the portfolio's rocking. We're taking a look at the stock market today. The stock market, man, continues to be a bloodbath, sea of red today. The NASDAQ is down 60. Let's pull over to that Tastyworks desktop. We got about 3 minutes to the market opens. How is everyone doing today? Good morning. Hit them like buttons. Like, subscribe, bell button. Go. All right. Yeah, the NASDAQ's down 60. I swear just 2 seconds ago it was only down 40. When is this bloodbath going to end? Man, I don't even want to look at the stock market anymore. I'm just about to abort on it completely. I'm not gonna abort on it in my IRA, but maybe I transfer my IRA to that one crypto place where you can trade like Polkadot and Bitcoin and all that stuff in your IRA. I've been tempted, but the IRA having Tesla and Coinbase over there, having some stocks staying grounded, that way I won't completely jump off a cliff if the crypto market tanks, which we're going to be talking about. Is the Bitcoin bull run over? I'm going to get it out there right now. I don't think so, but I don't remember who said it. Warren Buffett. History doesn't repeat, but it tends to rhyme. Saint gang in the house. 80 seconds late equal. Oh, you're killing me with your downvotes, brother. All right, 80 seconds late. I don't know, there's some weird thing like, I don't know if you're supposed to be right on time. Me personally, my philosophy in life is if you're on time, you're late. But YouTube, man, the way the algorithm works, and you know, what am I gonna do? I think it's supposed to be like the cool move to be a bit late, right? I don't know, there's something to do with how it does I don't know, man. And I was kind of focused on like getting some work done real quick. I lost track of time. I'm like, oh shit, you're right, I'm late. My apologies. All right, so I did put a Bitcoin mini micro Bitcoin feature on yesterday. Bitcoin was a rock in there for a bit. It was over 59,000. It was going to make a push for 60,000. I thought this might be it. The good news is it's good for all coins. Ethereum is going crazy, like crazy. What is going on? We definitely want to discuss that. We got a few seconds for the opening bell. So you see all these ITMs? That is not good. In the money, that's in the money. That means I'm losing money. Trying to find right earnings release. Supposed to be today. You know, I watch Tastyworks generally every morning, especially the opener. For me, it's 5 in the morning. And they always list like notable earnings. I know today's Palantir. They didn't list Mara though, so let me see if it has it listed on here for us. It is today. It does not say if it's before or after the bell. And, you know, I was watching Financial Education 3, I think. I think he did list Mara. Let's see if we can find that for you. I mean, what's it matter? It doesn't matter what their earnings are. Their price action's up or down based on what Bitcoin's doing. I don't really think their earnings report's going to do much. I mean, it could, I guess. I don't know. They mentioned something like, because didn't they get a bunch of new miners or they bought a company? I get them and right confused. Earnings time. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know, man. See, Mara, blah, blah. I don't know. I do not know. Google doesn't really know either. I'm sure you already did a pretty good job of searching for this. Marathon is estimated to report. So I don't know that that's even a hard, like, who knows, man. Mara, flat, right? Flat. No surprise, Bitcoin's pretty flat. Let's see what Tesla, man, just keeps getting beat down. Tesla's one of those stocks. It could be cool jets for a while. I mean, it had such a bull run in 2020. I'm obviously still extremely bullish on it. I got time, man. I got time for Tesla, especially it's in my mostly just in my IRA right now. So by the time I can spend my IRA, I think Tesla's a 5 to 10x solid company. Not worried about that one. Over in the big account though, we losing some money in some puts, just crazy. Oh, I'm actually up on the day. Thank you, Coinbase. Going pretty heavy into Coinbase is kind of saving me from being in the red. Coinbase is up $4.80. Coinbase does have earnings Thursday after the bell. I will try and live stream that. I'm pretty excited. Mara is Thursday. Oh, her Riot was pre-market today. All right, so let's double check this. Mara says 5:30. Oh, yeah, that is Thursday. Duh. Riot today, man. Neither one of these Bitcoin miners, they're very elusive because typically I would have a little symbol that would be like negative before the bell or greater than for after the bell. Again, I don't really think earnings reports on either one of these companies mean much. Obviously, maybe some forward guidance, like if they say our hash rate tripled and we're getting crazy amount of Bitcoins, who knows, man. It might be a good thing. Other than that though, it's just going to move with the price of Bitcoin. They're actually down quite a bit when you compare it to their history versus Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin's only 5,000 or 6,000 off its highs, but Riot's like greater than a 50% down. Not very pretty. Was that Riot or was that Mara? So yeah, Riot's down over 50%. Mara's down. So all right. I do not think the Bitcoin bull run's over, but we want to look at it. It's a bit of a broken record with me, I know, but it's very important. So Mara is down about 50% from its all-time highs. So these should get pretty good boosts once the Bitcoin starts clocking in. Let's see what's going on in the crypto market. I did start using put my portfolio in the coin market cap. It is actually pretty cool. I may actually go through the time of maybe putting in my actual transactions. These are just pretty much estimates. You can see it's in line pretty close with the spreadsheet. The portfolio is looking really good. We're like a half X away from being in the 2 comma club. That's pretty exciting. Although it's just monopoly money right now. Until I take it off the board, it's just monopoly money. So again, I'm trying to avoid being that cautionary tale, like that dude that YOLO'd all those Tesla stocks, right? And I definitely don't want to be the next meme on Reddit. One way or the other, I don't want to be even like that Doge guy that's super popular right now. I don't want to be famous, whether it's for good or bad. So anyway, yeah, the portfolio is looking really good. Let's talk about, is the Bitcoin bull run over? And I don't think so, but the thing we really got to pay attention to is if Bitcoin starts dumping, it consolidating is going to be really good for the altcoins. The altcoins are going to continue to pump. The two keys are, what is Bitcoin doing and what is Ethereum doing? Well, we got to be concerned if Ethereum goes crazy parabolic. As mentioned numerous times in the past, I mean, wow, Ethereum is just crazy. This is on the weekly too. So we had a very strong bullish weekly close on Ethereum. And we're starting the week off strong again. It did hit a high of, I want to say almost $4,200, $4,174. Just knocking on the door of 4,200. Can Ethereum reach 5,000 this week? It is highly possible, man. The forks some of the forks have already happened. EIP 1559 is coming. It's starting to get a lot of good press. A lot of institutional buying is starting to come into it. What is the trends doing on it? It has to be going up, right? I mean, you don't go up $3,000 or $2,000. Yeah, look at this, man. This is how do we look at this over? Like, I want to look at it in 2017 because this is a scary. Like oof. All right, so this is the scary part, right? If Ethereum goes parabolic and Bitcoin starts dumping, then we got to worry. Then the bull run might be over. So this is pretty parabolic action. In the last 2 to 3 weeks, we'll say 2 weeks and a day, we've gone up only 80%. Only 80%, right? So that's not too bad. Let's take a look at the last bull run. It lasted, wow. So this could be very similar right here. And then, so if this has a blow your top off here coming in, this is borderline getting in to blow your top off, right? So you gotta be on alert. So in sports terms, I think we're more like we're in the halftime of the NFL, 5th or 6th inning, Major League Baseball. Ethereum's going to do its move up right now. It's probably going to settle down, probably be another dip. And then the 7th inning stretch, and then 8th to 9th inning, it blows its top off. 4th quarter, it really blows its top off. Again, the market pumps, the market dumps, the entire market relief rallies, doesn't get all the way back up to the top. Ethereum blows its top off while Bitcoin starts dumping. So we have the potential for it to happen and potentially rhyme, right? Right now, we've already had a recent dump of 30%. We had a relief rally, and now Bitcoin's staying consolidating, staying flat, but Ethereum is acting a bit parabolic, right? So if Bitcoin starts dumping, I would highly consider taking profits. Highly consider. Not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor, but let's look at the last top. So this is December 17th. This was the end of the Bitcoin bull run because this is when Bitcoin started dumping. And this will be easy to look at, easy to verify. Where are we at? So we still not all right. So right here. Right here, December 17th, we hit, I don't know, 19,000, and it was quick. It was ugly and it was quick. So if Bitcoin starts dumping, it's ugly and it's quick, and Ethereum continues to go parabolic, it might be the end, right? Again, I don't think so. You just got to be aware of it. So this move happened, and we're still on the weekly. This move happened over 4 weeks, right? So what are we, like 2 weeks in? 2 weeks in, this bad Ethereum was up from, oh man, this is scary. So 2 weeks in from when Bitcoin started dumping, Ethereum pumped about 70%. 77%, cooled its jets for a week, then blew its top off and had a 228%. Man, I thought it was more than that. Let's double check this. So December 17th, overall, let's see, about an 80%, and then boom, 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 boom. All right, so then it went up about 232% over 4 weeks, and then it really started kind of crashing in the 5th week. So where we are right now, but this was immediate, like Bitcoin was immediately dumping right now. So that hasn't happened yet, right? So that's all a positive sign. Again, I don't think it's over. I just want everyone to continually be aware of what could happen and to be ready for it because it could come early, right? Everyone is convinced we got plenty of time left. But the problem is, dude, markets will fool you. It could be different while it rhymes. It could come early, it could come late, it could not come at all. So we are starting our 3rd week and we're 83% up, very similar. So for us to go to 230% would push us Looks like over 6,000. So again, if Bitcoin starts dumping and Ethereum keeps going to the moon, because as Bitcoin's dumping, the money's just going to start flowing into Ethereum, and it's going to be a slinky on the way down. So that's this, again, a big reason why Ethereum is the linchpin to my portfolio. It's the biggest position. There's probably going to be diminishing returns on any pump, but 233% would put us at 7,500. Ethereum starts pumping to even like around 6,000 over the next week or two, and again Bitcoin starts dumping, just be ready. Now again, I don't think so, but I just want to put that out there because it's very important. Cardano, another one of my favorite ones, had a really good weekend, had a high of very strong close. Let's look at its weekly. It's back up over the pink trend line. It had spent several days below that. Actually not too bad, right? So about 20 days below it. I'm very impressed with its move. You know, and again, I had a video yesterday. I think a lot of this just has to do with Doge. Doge has been stealing the market cap from other good coins, man, and nothing against Doge, but come on, dude. Cardano's a way better coin. IMHO, way better coin to have your money in. There's still plenty of room. I still think Cardano is going to a very good chance of it seeing a decent chance of it seeing $10. I think $3 to $5 is almost a given, but again, there are no guarantees. I did predict $2 Cardano before the pump. Looks like Christmas on that one might come early. We might even see it this week. Again, I think it's gonna greatly depend on what Doge does. Doge is hanging around 50 cents. Elon's pumping it again. He's accepting Doge for SpaceX moon crap. I mean, come on, dude. Like, eventually people got to get tired of this, right? Maybe not. All right, so Ethereum's still on the move. Let's move this over to the, look at the hourly. Let's see how it's doing. At 41.55 right now, which is just insane. Man, can you believe this? This is just crazy. It was not that long ago. 29. So yeah, April 25th, it was at 2,000, right around $2,000. The move in this has just been insane. Polkadot's another one I recently bought. I didn't recommend. I don't recommend things. I'm not your advisor. What is helium in the mining thingy? Radio wave blockchain. Yeah, great question. I almost did the video on helium today. I'll probably do it tomorrow. But I'm really excited about helium. Great question there, Saint Gang. Really excited about it. Man, the miners are really hard to get. Again, I'm not going to go into too much detail. You're going to spoil my video for when I do it tomorrow. But I've ordered 3 different miners. I've ordered the Bobcat. I've ordered one that's not even officially listed on the Helium website, but I heard it works. And then I ordered the Syncrobit, right? They're all... The Bobcat, I think I'll get by the end of June, maybe the end of July. So I have a little bit of time to mine before the halving, but I'm really excited about it. It's a proof of coverage. It's all like on the 900 megahertz frequency. I mean, I don't know though. Like, I don't know I feel pretty confident that I'll at least be able to get my money back. It should be a fun hobby. Again, I even have wireless certification, so I know my way around wireless. I'm probably not going to get too crazy and do the antenna up on my house. I might though, man. Who knows? I might. You don't necessarily need it. Even without it, you can reach other miners 2 to 3 miles away. The more miners you have close to you, the better off you are. There's other things to take into consideration though, like lots of people are buying them, so that's a pro and a con, right? Lots of people. The orders are insane. And then, people are like, oh, the halving. I'm not necessarily worried about the halving. There's a lot of hype around it right now because the few people that have been lucky enough to get their hands on them, some of these people are making 500, 1,000 plus, up to, even on a daily basis. Not every day, but they're just raking it in. So as the more miners get out there, right now, 5 million helium are mined per month. all miners are created equal. It's just a matter of whether you can witness, who's close to you, how many people are close to you, and all that kind of stuff. So either way, even with the halving, I think the price is going to go up. I actually think helium's a decent crypto to invest in, right? But I don't know. Who knows, man? If millions of these APs come online, I don't know what kind of selling pressure that's going to add, but I do know it's going to add a ton of liquidity. So it's interesting. I'm very interested in it and Chia. I just added my 4th plot to my NUC, my 5-year-old NUC Chia computer. The 3rd plot brought my estimated time to win down to 6 years. I'm assuming the 4th plot will bring it down to 3. So as more storage comes online, that's not going to help. That's not going to be good for me. But like I mentioned yesterday, I did FOMO into $7,000 worth of a new computer and hard drives. There's a monitor in there too. So, and again, I'm going into this as I think it's a fun hobby. I'm going to hold on to the coins, right? And I look at it like this. If a bear market comes, I'm just going to continue to try and mine the hell out of these coins, have some fun with it. I do think that bringing the new computer in and dedicating this current computer to full-on Chia mining, I should be able to get like 20, maybe more plots going on about 40 terabytes of hard drive space. So I'll be really curious to see how that goes. And if I could just win like a few Chia a year, I mean, Chia could easily be multi-$1,000 worth by 2025. So, you know, potentially build a little bit of passive. Look, I'm not advising anyone go out there and spend thousands of dollars on computer. I don't know what's going to happen here. Again, I can do some stuff like write it off, and or again, this current computer is 5 years old, but would be a beast for Chia mining. If it doesn't pay off, I need a new computer anyway. The new computer is coming with a 3090. I paid $4,000 for this computer, which just makes me sick to my stomach because of how expensive they've gotten. I could have bought that damn thing basically for about $2,500 a couple months ago, but then, you know, Ethereum. The 3090 will mine me about $15 a day in Ethereum. So that's good for the good kids. That's going to help take the sting out of some of this pricing and stuff. Yeah, so it does work better with 2 miners or more, but you can't beat the system by buying 2 miners and putting them in your house. They're making about 80. Yeah, so yeah, man, there's a few things that come in. You can get selected to be part of this group. I forget what it's called. And if that happens, you don't even need another miner near you. And you can win like, I've seen people win like 15, 30 helium. It's a bit of a lottery though. So the other miners need to be at minimum more than 350 meters apart. So you don't want them in the same house. Otherwise they don't, because the way you get the money is if you have to witness other transactions. And that's when you can really start raking it in. Well, it's not going to witness a transaction if it's really close. So you're going to need friends or family or go knock on neighbors' doors. So why would anyone buy helium? It's actually, okay, so proof of coverage, it's really cool. It's all based on proof of coverage in IoT. It has a very good usefulness for IoT companies, things like that, right? Like smart homes, geotagging on animals. I think there's a pretty decent business around it. And the, you know, Metcalfe's law, dude, the amount of people getting into it is freaking insane. You're ruining my video for tomorrow. Dude, my order number for the Bobcat was 141,000. 3 weeks later, a friend of mine just recently ordered a Bobcat and his order number is in the millions, right? Well, a million and something, right? So dude, the demand is insane. There's going to be a ton of people on this network. I don't know. I don't have my crystal ball. I don't know if it's going to be worth it or not, but you can get a miner for $400 or $500. They're adding 5G. That's really cool. I think at minimum you should be able to pay it yourself back with the potential of making some coin, man. I don't know. And again, for me, it's kind of a fun hobby. It helps pass some time. I'm an engineer in IT, so this is the kind of stuff I'm built for. It's, you know, it could be, bro. It could be. It really could be. But I have no idea. I like it. I like it a lot, to be honest. Power goes out, but Helium blockchain still works. Well, if power goes out, the miners won't run, so no. I mean, if the planet goes dark, I don't know that any blockchain could still run. But it doesn't require the internet. I don't think. I mean, it doesn't require the internet. Well, I don't know how that works if the internet, because the transactions, I believe, happen over the wireless. But I don't know how much the internet goes into play with it, right? But it's proof of coverage, right? It's really cool. You could be, especially in remote areas, and some of these antennas are reaching 20, 30 miles, and, you know, they're verifying transactions. So yeah, dude, I think both it and Chia have the potential to be huge. Now, there's some things about Chia I don't like, right? It's, for one, just think about Ethereum and Bitcoin mining. Don't even get me started on the energy, because that is just, even Chia is supposed to be green because it uses less power. You're still using a ton of power. You need CPU power. You need a ton of hard drive power. Is that less than an ASIC miner? And definitely less than ASIC mining, the big ones especially. But at the end of the day, I hate that argument anyway, because when you look at how much money gold mining uses, banking uses, fiat printing money uses, it's just like, it completely dwarfs cryptocurrency. And it's a lot easier to get cryptocurrency, you know, green. It's not that hard, man. You start putting up solar, you start putting up wind turbines, etc., etc. But I think they both have the potential to be really huge. Chia too. I really do. But who knows, right? Who knows? Anyway, been an amazing stream. Let's wrap this up. Let's see how everything's doing. Bitcoin's still struggling with that 58K level. As mentioned, be ready, right? Ethereum is getting a bit jiggy. It's getting a bit parabolic-like. We don't want it to go to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 over the next couple of weeks. Then I'd really start getting scared, especially if Bitcoin starts pumping. So me personally, I'd like to see Ethereum maybe push for 5K and chill out, right? I think about 4,700 would put it at a 3x its previous all-time high. So around 4,700 puts it at a multiple all-time high of what Bitcoin has recently hit. So that's a decent, not too crazy number. Again, if it starts going to 6, 7, 8,000 in the next couple of weeks, and Bitcoin starts going down, start getting nervous. Just kind of be ready for that. And a specific problem. That's interesting thought. So, yeah, you know what? I mean, that's not so interesting, but the online creepers would know that a specific house on the map probably holds crypto. That's an interesting take that I didn't consider. So, next to my little dot, because it doesn't give the exact location. It just gives you a general idea. So you would basically have to go knock down the doors of like maybe 50 houses, unless you're like out in the middle of the country and you're the only house for miles. But I would like the option to add a couple avatars to my helium dot that has a shotgun and a couple handguns, and the online creepers can know they're coming in for some fun they might not want. Set up at work, or I'm a grandma. Yeah, so again, family and friends is probably the best bet. You can set it up at work, but be very, very, very careful with that. Definitely get your employer's approval on that, which likely will not be easy, or they're going to want to take, or they're just going to be like, screw you, I'm going to do it. I can tell you right now, being someone that knows his way around, I mean, here's a Palo Alto firewall right here, and I know security pretty damn good. If I were to try and put a helium miner in my work, the red flags would be going off like crazy, and the security team would be coming over to me saying, "Tom, what's going on here?" Right? True story. I'm mining Ethereum on my home computer. Right? I had to VPN into my work to do something, and I wasn't noticing. But let's pull up the mining over here. This was just airing out like crazy for like 2 hours. I wasn't even paying attention to it, right? I didn't even think about it because I hardly ever VPN into work. I get a Slack message from my manager. He's like, Tom, we need to have a little talk. Looks like you're mining Ethereum, and that's against our freaking security thing we have is." So I get a little slap on the wrist. I'm like, dude, come on. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. So again, yeah, be very, very careful with doing something like, because it could get you fired, right? Like if they don't like you, or just get approval if you put it in the work. It is a bit of a security risk. Like from a business standpoint, if you were to put this up at your work, you would want it to be on like a DMZ or a guest or dedicated DMZ network just to be safe. You don't want, typically you don't want like Cardano nodes or Ethereum mining or Chia mining in on the same network as your production network. Oh my goodness, Abdur, hopefully I say that right. A long name. Should I wait for a dip or buy Ethereum now? And you just asked the toughest question on the planet. It's not really that tough, but it's tough. So here's the deal. First of all, I really never recommend or advise when to buy, but I always give the same how I do it. And where do you think Ethereum's going to be in 4 years? Right? Where do you think Ethereum is going to be in 5 years? What is your risk tolerance, and how much can you afford to lose? So Ethereum could very easily see a 30%, 40% dip in the next month, 2 months, and we're back down to like 2,500, 2,000. So if you're a YOLOer and you're trying to get rich quick, and you're investing money you can't afford to lose, you're probably going to lose it. If you're investing money you can afford to lose, but you believe in Ethereum, especially in 4 to 10 years, I think Ethereum is probably potentially the best investment on the board. What Ethereum is doing is amazing. I love Ethereum. Again, I'm a network engineer, certifications in cloud, security, route and switch, systems. I know my way around technology. I know a little bit of Python. I'm by no means a coding guru. I barely get by with coding. I suck at it. So I understand this stuff really well. Again, my degree is in business. I've been trading for over 20 years, so I know my way around some finance. Nothing has blown my mind as much as Ethereum. Nothing even comes close. Like Bitcoin, I thought was cool. But the technology by Ethereum has blown my mind so much that I've had a migraine, the worst migraine in my life ever. And the more I learn about it, it is freaking amazing. And what Cardano and Polkadot are doing similarly, dude, this technology, I've never been so convinced in my life that it is going to change our world drastically. I mean, radical changes over the next 10, 20, 30, 100 years. This is not going away. This is the currency of our future and much, much more. So it's tough, man. Like for me, if I had not invested in cryptocurrency yet, I know that we're at the halftime of the cryptocurrency bull market. Is it going to come to an end? Potentially, probably. Is it going to be a huge crash? I don't know, but I do know, I feel extremely confident no matter what happens, by like the next halving in 2024, we're going to be going into another bull run. Worst case, in 4 years, we're going to be going into another bull run, and we'll be seeing new all-time highs, more and more adoption. So again, if you whether you want to go heavy, like a lump sum purchase, or start dollar cost averaging, right? Both strategies have their pros and cons to it. So yeah, man. Yeah, there you go, bro. So are you in Ethereum right now? Right? And I don't know how much you can afford to invest. Just don't invest more than you can afford to lose, because that way, if you invest money that you're just investing short term, but you need this money to live or for something or like if you come on hard times and in 6 months, if Ethereum's crashed and you can't afford for it to be down, you can't afford to wait for it to recover and be 10, 20, 30x more in 4 years, then don't invest it. But if you can invest an amount that you can afford to lose, it makes it that much easier. Don't get me wrong, it's still hard as hell, right? Like, let's pull up the portfolio. It wasn't too long ago. This was at like 5. So my total portfolio was around 500. I don't know what's this. Wow, I want no neighbors here. 511,000. Then it was down like within a week. It was down below 400. And then like a week later, this is where we're at, dog. So it's tough, man. It's tough. Yeah, for sure. Cryptocurrency in general is it's kind of a tough term. A lot of the people that it took me a while to get it, man. But yeah, Ethereum, dude. Ethereum is like, it's a currency, and it's like all the top tech companies combined, right? It is Google, it is Apple, it is all these things without data mining, right? Without taking all your data. It's decentralized, dude. It is going to change the world. There's no doubt on my mind on that. So yeah, bro, just invest an amount you can afford to lose. Ethereum is my biggest coin in the portfolio. I've mentioned it several times, and for the reason a lot of the stream centered around it, Ethereum gives you, historically, Ethereum gives you the best chance to not lose all your money in cryptocurrency, because Bitcoin starts crashing without warning. So if you're heavy into Bitcoin, you don't know it's the top. You don't know, and you're stuck as it's going down. You don't know what to do. But, and there's that, so Bitcoin and Ethereum make up over 50% of my portfolio. I think that's a good mix, with Ethereum now pushing 40% just because it's on a crazy run. But if Bitcoin's crashing, again, you don't worry about it, because you know when come the next halving, it's going to be at all-time highs again. You just keep those Satoshis, right? And you see Ethereum going crazy parabolic, 200% over the next few weeks while Bitcoin's dumping. You start taking Ethereum profits off the board. You lock in, like, hopefully your initial investment. If you do some other things, you can start going into smaller coins as that money slinkies down. But being in Ethereum gives you the best position to be successful, in my opinion, unless this end doesn't rhyme, which I do think if there's an end, it will rhyme. And on top of all that, I think Ethereum, I don't think it's going to happen, but it has a legit potential possibility to flip Bitcoin. It really does. It is hands down, bar none, in my opinion, the most amazing technology ever invented in the human race to date. For the human population. I mean, that's a strong statement, right? Like, obviously, if a cure for cancer comes out, or the singularity event and all that stuff, right? But the singularity hasn't been created yet. All right, guys, I am gonna wrap this up. Like, subscribe, bell button. I appreciate everyone that's come by. I will be back 6:25 a.m. PST. 5 minutes for the market opens. I'll try not to be late. Peace.